Blacksburg and Virginia Tech, the home of the Hokies. And don't forget, my son, it's time for Enter Sandman. The Commodores will kick it away to start us off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Virginia Tech's offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before, and that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this is easily the best defense that they faced this year, so we're going to put his skills to the test in this one.
They're going to make it hard, right? There's not going to be any layups. Like most of the time, you know, he's had his way. He's feasted on so many defenses. They're going to make you earn it. They're going to make you go the length of the field. They're going to see if you can be patient. They're going to see how you respond to adversity. So some challenges coming his way for sure.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking for a man. It's Drones. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. The Hokies decide to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. So the Vanderbilt Commodores offense will try to get something started with their first possession. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
Sandman entered earlier, and now they're trying to make it go night-night on this third down. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down. Punt is on its way. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. With the catch, it's Green. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Hokies in a good spot here with second and short. Rides the back and leaves it. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
That's a really good looking run there. And you think about great Hokie running backs in recent years. David Wilson, Lee Suggs, Kevin Jones, they all have the ability to shake defenders and break ankles. This guy right now giving you some of those vibes with that last run. That was nice.
And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. The offense set for a first down play. To the ground with the back. Breaks the tackle, and he's got room. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
Looking downfield, it's Drones. Moves around to clear up the vision. He'll try to do it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They punted on their first drive of the game, and now they have to convert on third down to avoid doing it again. Throws to the tight end. And they'll miss the connection here on third down. The Hokies will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
And the Commodores can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And I think a lot of times when offenses run these counters, you're going to fake one way, right? Pull guys the other direction. If you can get some penetration really quickly, get behind those pullers, you got a chance to get in the backfield, just like right there.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Drones. Looking deep. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. A great catch and run for 6.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. Hit as he throws. Got his man downfield. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. They dialed up the perfect call. Splendid execution. Now they've got it threatening. 1st and 10 from the 27. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. That's it for this period, and it's Virginia Tech on top. And we've reached the end of 1. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. To the air, it's Pavia. Makes the catch, it's Alexander. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Well, they're certainly not out of field goal range here, but they want to try to pay off this drive with a touchdown. They'll go for it on 4th. Bring in the heat. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs. Gonna run it. It's Overton. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. The sure hands, it's Selden. Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. They'll start this drive going to the air. That's caught. It's Dillon. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Got it in the middle. It's Hoskins. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit, and I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Catch in the middle, it's Spence. Showing off that power as he plows ahead to the 38.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Setting up the screen. Hard running there. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. The Commodores have their offense in high gear. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit them with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. These fans touching the figurative hokey stone, doing their part to help out on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Pavia. Pocket breaking down. Finds his man, it's Sherrill. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. He'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And this one only 35 yards out, but not straight away. This one from the left hash. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. We check. Kevin Connors, what's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Stanford overcame a sloppy start and just put the finishing touches on a notable road win. And to pick yourself up and dust yourself off away from Palo Alto, this Cardinal team has to be thrilled with this result.
He'll keep it himself.
All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Green. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold on.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. First thing you want to do if you're in a hole is stop digging. It's 1st and 20. They'll go to the air. Got a man. It's Selden. Knocked down for the tackle.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Grab near the marker. It's Selden. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Hokies have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Oh, and he drops it on the crossing route on 1st down. He knew that defense was bearing down on him. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. Looking to pass. It's Groves. Touchdown, Hokies! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the 1st half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The Hokies will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Trying to set the tone with the run. Past the sticks, and he may get more. At the 45 on his way. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. And the Commodores come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Off play action on 1st down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. The Commodores looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. On the option. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there, stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
And the Commodores will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going for the goal line. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. 2nd and goal for this offense. They'll try to run it in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
They rode their running back, but he could not make it. It'll be 4th down.
Decision time right here. I like going for it. You're playing on the road. You have an opportunity to take the crowd out of it a little bit here. Why not just line up quickly and just try to run the ball?
Yeah, stay aggressive. I mean, you want to shut these people up. You want to quiet them down, but field goals don't do that very often. Try to go for the touchdown right here.
He's stuffed, knocked down behind the line of scrimmage on 4th and goal, and they'll have it at the 3. And the Hokies are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
Defense is totally ready in this situation, too. Because of the field position with the offense backed up, they know they're going to try and run the ball, buy themselves some real estate, but they ain't having it. Lots of bodies in the box, close to the line of scrimmage, and they generate a TFL.
Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Drones. Makes the grab. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. The Hokies will send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Fair catch called for and made. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of the explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Sherrill. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Sandman entered earlier, and now they're trying to make it go night-night on this 3rd down. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Commodores will have it 1st and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Runs through a tackle. Makes it past the marker. And the ball squirted out. That is a serendipitous turn of events with the fumble going out of bounds. They'll maintain possession.
When you start to get that offense going and start having success, you got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go you on the sideline, you in the game.
Got room to work. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Catch in the middle. It's Stowers. Tackle made at the 9-yard line after the catch. It'll be 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. They'll try to get it in with the run. Still on his feet. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Virginia Tech is on top. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Dropping back, it's Pavia. Touchdown, Commodores! Fitted in the window for the score.
And that's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great season. He's putting the college football world on notice.
He's in there for the 2-point conversion, and now they're within a field goal. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And this defense and their team, honestly, has just built some momentum here in this 4th quarter, man. And I'm interested to see this offense and if they can respond, if they can be physical, if they can run the football, they can make some plays here in this 4th quarter.
They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Green. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. Now on 1st down from the 40. Looking for a gap. It's Stewart. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Drones. Here comes the heat. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. That is no good. It's still a 3-point game after the miss.
Man, that kicker came inches away from hitting a PB. That thing almost cleared the crossbar. Wow.
Give to the running back. Jukes his way for more. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Commodores have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. These fans touching the figurative Hokie stone, doing their part to help out on 3rd down. To the ground to try to move the chains. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. The Commodores come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quick release on the RPO. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Offense gets set for 2nd down.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
And the Commodores really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. Looking for a man. It's Pavia. Fires to the big fella. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. So now we'll line up for one of the biggest kicks of this game. Never a doubt. All tied up now in the final. final stages of this one.
That is a massive kick late here in the game to tie it up. And now, can your defense do their job and at minimum hold them scoreless here to put this thing into OT? Or even better, can they get you the football back and give you an opportunity to win the game?
First play of the drive, wants to throw. Escapes trouble. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. With the catch, it's Selden. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. And the Hokies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Great play by the defense, forcing the incompletion. What do you do now if you're on offense? Game is tied. It's late. Do you have the confidence in your quarterback and your offense to convert this 4th and short and give yourself a chance to win this game now?
First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Caught in the backfield. It's Sherrill. Couldn't find any more room up the sideline, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 36. I think they'll be aggressive here and try to win it in regulation. To throw, it's Pavia. He wants to take the top off. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. He'll try to take it back. The defense was looking for a huge play in this tie game, and they have just given their team a great opportunity.
I think, Reese, at this point of the game, tied late, it's going to come down to who can make the most plays. The defense comes up with a massive play, creating that turnover. Outstanding job by the D. All 11 guys being on the same page, now putting their offense in a great position.
Rides the back on the option, the give. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. The Hokies are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Timeout is called with just a single second left. And this one to put them on top, and it is getting late. That's the entire scenario you build up in your head in the backyard. Final drive, everything on the line, and you get the W.
So dang cool. How many times did you do it in your backyard just like that, like you're talking about, Reese? Making the play to win the game on the final drive when your team needed it the most, Jesse, just coming through in the clutch.
Yeah, as players, you love this, and that's why you rep it in practice throughout the week, these 2-minute type situations late in games. What are you going to dial up? What can you go execute? What can you lean on in order to get the W here?